Hey YouTube, tonight I've been building a sheath for my Anglo Arms Nomad, and this is a short video just detailing exactly how I went about it. It's the first time I've worked with Kydex with your own do-it-yourself rivets, and well, here we go, stay tuned. Hi. What we're going to do now is we're going to mould a Kydex sheath using a sheet of Kydex thermoplastic and our oven, some neoprene foam and the Anglo Arms Nomad knife. Just bear with me now whilst we crack on, check the temperature of the material and then crack on and mould the sheath. Cheers. Right, we're going to check the temp, and then if it's up to temp, we're going to look at forming the sheath. That's 167 degrees. I think it needs a little bit longer. Okay, this is the knife that we're going to mould the sheath for, the Anglo Arms Nomad. As you can see, I've covered it in blue masking tape. This is to protect the blade and also allow a bit of a gap between the material and the Kydex so that the insertion and withdrawal is a little bit easier. Right. So what we're going to do now, just do a final check on the temp, and if it's up to temp, we're looking for about 180 degrees. We'll get the material out of the oven, get it on the foam, wrap the knife and then clamp it. The clamping will be done by just a set of normal woodworking G-clamps, right they are there, and that will exert the pressure and obviously give it half an hour to cool down, and then we can take the material out and see what kind of a result we've got. This is the first time I've used this stuff, so it could it could turn out messy. Okay, that's 184 degrees. Try and fold it like so. And we're looking to exert as much pressure on this as we can, as quickly as possible. leave that for a while. Turn the oven off. That was hard work. Right, let's give it half an hour and see where we go. Off we. Okay, cheers. Well, here we are. It's been just over 10 minutes, so I'm going to take the clamps off the press and see what kind of a result we've got. Like I said, this is the first time I've done this. I'm not expecting miracles or a brilliant job first time. I may even have cut the Kydex too short around the edge, around the periphery of the knife, so we'll have to see what that looks like. But here we go. Cameraman today is my son Thomas. I think I need to look at some other material for the actual press, because this MDF board, which is basically just a few offcuts that I got laying around in the garage. Cheers, Tom. Right, are you ready for it? Oh wow. Right. Wow, look at that. Still quite warm. But I think I've just allowed enough material around the edge to be able to get some rivets in around here. That isn't bad at all. I am quite stoked with that. Let's see if it'll... Just peel it apart a little bit because it feels like it's stuck together. Yeah. The knife comes in and out, so if I clamp it there, which is where it would be clamped with the rivet, it's quite difficult to pull out. That's not bad as a first result. I'm impressed with that. Stay tuned for more pics, more video of the sheath. Cheers. So at the end of this evening, I finished stage 1 of the sheath, and it looks like this. What can I say about working with this material? Firstly, as you saw earlier, the actual heating and thermal moulding process worked quite well. The only thing that's disappointed me really is my ability to drill this material. I do have a drill press, but this material is so soft, and the drill press is set up with quite a rapid rotation and torque setting. So maybe I need to look at adjusting that, but it's still on the same setting that it came out of the box with all those years ago. So anyway, let's do some detail close-ups. So essentially you can see the outline of the knife. It's in there for keeps unless I actually push. You'll hear the click. That's the knife. I'm sure you've seen an Anglo Arms Nomad before. It's basically a Chinese copy of the Bailey knife that was done for Bear Grylls. So this sheath obviously is moulded onto that knife. You can see that just, which one is it? Just there, you can see the hole has slipped a bit. Basically this material is very grabby when you're drilling it, and on a couple of occasions I actually lost grip of it and it went skittling up the drill. So that's why the holes are a little bit wonky. I did actually mark these out with a hole, with an automatic centre punch, and the holes as I started out were actually quite well lined up. So all in all, it's not come out too bad. I mean, some of the holes appear a little bit out of kilter. This is the front side that you can see, by the way. If you look at the edge, managed to get a nice edge. I don't want a super shiny polished edge, because this is kind of like a tactical sheath, so I don't want, you know, like a mirror finish on the joints. I've kept the actual fold here, and there's a nice transition where the fold goes into, well, actually where I've taken the fold out and trimmed material back to taper it off like that. Again, you can see just there where the drill took out more than what I actually wanted, but all in all, it's not come out too bad. This is, as I say, this is stage 1. So stage 2 will be to put a loop in for a ferro rod either here or here. And stage 3 will actually be to put a mounting assembly on with a belt loop and etc. But that's all I'm going to do tonight. And there you have it. Nice, quite robust sheath as a replacement for the stock sheath on the Nomad. Okay, stay tuned, and we'll get the ferro rod loop done and the belt loop done, and there'll be probably a series of videos detailing that. Okay, enjoy your evening. Spare time. All the best.